Look at how it's around my head. That's cool.
Look at his aura.
Oh. I think we're just waiting for. Already? We could have a drink.
Maybe we can wait till there's a couple people.
I'm too white for Coke. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe I'll start drinking Coke once the Moorish Science Temple accepts me.
yeah, what was that you were saying? I'll have to sign an NDA anyway or something?
Yeah, I had a buddy that was an executive at Coke back in like the early 2000s when I was in the Navy. And
What's
he
that?
told me that they had to sign something saying they'd never drink Coke because they had access to the toxins that are put into it or something. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. So maybe they don't deserve business anyway, right? And now they're just helping themselves. Oh, look, we got 2 thumbs down already. That's
Right?
awesome. Yeah.
That's cool.
Or wait, there's 2 thumbs up.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's no thumbs down. They're just watchers and thumbs up. Yeah, we we don't even need to acknowledge the if there's any. I mean, who cares? I mean, you can put a thumbs down. I'm not saying you can't.
So,
You can, and you can even comment.
so we made a little traction on our document, and I want to give a shout out to Jeff Coward, my really good friend that has been giving me a lot of help and doing research for me. And shout out to my family and friends that have helped me, and everybody else that's been following this and trying to either educate themselves or root or pray for us. Amen. So I brought this too. This is from Fish for Individuals Seeking Help. It started in 1985. I was only 2. But I got this from somebody older than me, obviously, and I wanted to go over some stuff in here because there's some good stuff. But first, we'll start with the document, I guess, unless anybody's got any questions.
Yeah, I just wanted to
How'd
have
you
a
get
couple
out of
things.
that cage? I'm Houdini, baby.
I got a new book, a new good book, and this is the court for court.
Yeah, and that's the Bible you want that talks about the Black Moors that helped the Christians, too, might I add.
I'll read a little excerpt from right in the side of the cover here. The Geneva Bible, 1560 edition. Born in a time of religious persecution, the work of political refugees, the Geneva Bible stands as a landmark in the history of the English Bible. Kind of sounds like what's going on today, if you ask me. But
There's a documentary. It's 2 of them, actually. First one's called Lamp in the Dark. You guys should watch it. It's about all the persecution of the Anabaptists and the Wycliffe and Tyndale, rest in peace, and all the other people that got their Geneva Bibles tied around the neck while they were burned at the stake. I bet you there's over 1,000 of them. I bet you there's 25 countries from Europe that did it. I don't know for sure. There's probably only 25 countries in Europe. You know what I mean? But anyway.
hey, somebody asked, can you recap how you got out of jail? And I'm thinking, how does anybody get out of jail? They just like walk out, don't
Well,
they?
your first, yeah, and bail or bond and all that stuff. But your first step is having people on your team that are competent. And I have a lot of friends because I don't hang out with people that aren't competent or aren't trying to learn. So all my family and my friends, are Texas Individual Bankers Association members, and I got bar members that tell me, I envy you and you're a legacy. There's a lot of people like me that spent $100,000 in 20 years of their life to learn all this stuff, and you learned it with, just going to the law library. So,
You know what? I terrorize the cops. I mean, I'm not a terrorist, but they would call me one. But I used to give the cops hell in my hometown where I lived for like 25 years. Shout out to Hillsboro, Oregon, Washington County. Hey. Last time I was there, though, I saw a cop, and you know what he did? He winked at me because I think they're supportive. They know that the system they're in is all screwed up.
same
And
with the
I,
veterans.
yeah, when I was in Riverside, there were these attorneys that would say, "Hey, we really appreciate what you do because we can't." You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And I've even met with attorneys and had private meetings in their office, and I've told them, I'm sorry you sold your soul, brother, and I'll pray for you. And they tell me thank you. Some of them that really know what's going on know that their hands are tied, and they've already sold their soul to the crown, and they know that they would get their tongue cut out.
Yep. Well, we have the title of the stream tonight is called The Billing Department. Bill, we're looking at editing it, so you can look at it with us. Uh, and well, some people might have a concern that, oh my goodness, like an attorney, I'm sure would tell you, oh, we don't want to share anything about the case. We want to keep everything hush hush. But in our case, we want to like let everybody know what's going on, so that like should they happen to bother to reply to this inquiry we're making, we can share that with you too, and you can see what we send and what they send back, and if it is,
Yeah, the only thing I can't share is like my private case, my tort. This is the case of theirs against me.
yeah, when we're when we're intentional plaintiffs, that's when we keep things hush hush.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, let's give this a look here. I'm gonna see if I can make this turn around. And I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Let me just hold it. I'll just hold it while you scroll through and
Yeah.
that'll I'll just zoom in a little. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see it. If you see the RR space R777 after my name, that makes that address for. And if you go to USPS, you can look for the rural route code when you punch in your address, and you can put that after your name too, and it tricks the system, so to speak. There's a whole video on YouTube about it, so check it out.
Okay, so what are we looking at?
Well, I put E&T after the name to show it's in the state and trust. Attorney in fact. Full columns. I think everybody knows what that is. I put plaintiff twice because
I'll let you navigate. And
both parties are injured. On the right side here. Oh, let me go back up. Mic on right here. Okay. Let me just grab this. All right, so on the right side here, under the case number, it had a department number in the original thing. So I put fraud, IA, Internal Affairs, OIG, Office of the Inspector General, and CID, Criminal Investigative Division of the IRS, because this is a tax issue, right? Mandatory judicial notice and lawful demand for a written bill of particulars with brief and support of square challenge and denial of subject matter jurisdiction by special appearance. Mandatory judicial notice, I just told you the title. I, Honorable, written in Old English with the V instead of a U, just to be a smart ass. Decatur D. Daniel A. Thorpe, a spiritual being riding in a fleshly vessel as a victim of human trafficking and mistaken identity and or presumed dead and or lost at sea and or deceased. Doing business as the authorized representative for the estate of Thorpe, Decatur Matthew, hereinafter referred to as injured party and or the court and or plaintiff and or the plaintiff by special appearance and not general appearance in propria persona and in esse and in sui juris, move this court for a written bill of particulars. I want to take move out and put pray for this court. But I'll do that later. With full rights, full status, and standing as equal on a square and level plane in a full capacity. That means my brain's of full capacity and I'm not stupid. To litigate my own affairs, not under the rule nor care of another as a legally incompetent ward of the state. Under no form of capitis dominutio maxima. Oh, it doesn't say maxima. Not a Roman slave, nor subject to Draconian and or Babylonian law. Cause no felo to say, that needs to be italics because it's French, not English. Upon my own case and or claim, trespass and or harm no one, but not bound to be summoned and appear in the flesh by the inner and outer crown temple. I was gonna put of Baal, but I took that out. They know what it is. Known as courts and or kangaroo court and or courts of corporations, not of equity, but beasts of the earth and of law. Genesis 1:26, and God said, let us make man in our image and our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and all over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Daniel 7:12, as concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time. Being rightfully sworn, I proclaim under pains and penalty of perjury, fully knowing the penalty of perjury before a maximum of equity says, potestas non potest esse major primitive. What that means is that which is derived cannot be greater than that which it is derived from. The maxim finds its importance in the legislative laws formed by the legislature. The maxim of law states the power which is derived cannot be greater than that which it is derived. This means the government elected by the people, which gets its power and authority to govern from the people who elected it, can never therefore have greater power and or authority than that which the people possess. That means that an elected lawful government must be in subjection to the will of the people. The people of equity
The
is
principle of equity.
yeah, the principle of
Sorry.
equity is behind every de jure government of delegated powers. This is so because the thing created cannot be greater than the thing that created it. And again, it says that in Latin. According to the courts, you, the people, created government, and they, governmental authorities, did not create you. Therefore, they work for you, and you do not work for them. The power which is derived from God cannot be greater than that. It's supposed to say the power that is derived from God to make man cannot make man greater than God. Therefore, the power that is derived from man to create law cannot make law greater than man. To make law and majority rule, which doesn't really work when everyone is an incompetent moron and not speaking Latin and French and truly no law, it matters not because majority rule cannot function in an insane asylum, can it? Can insane lead insane? This is what courts of law have become, and they are a disgrace to Sir William Blackstone himself. Cannot make law greater than one man. So that's the rest of that.
I wanted to say something real quick here. And you've done this a couple times now already. I'm accusing you of something.
Okay.
You have in this document. You're reading along with it, but you're also like everything that's in it. Like you're fixing it and you're repairing it on the fly and stuff. You know.
Yeah, it's my document. You can tell that I wrote it.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, be it known and remembered by all to whom these presents come and may concern this mandatory judicial notice and lawful demand for a written bill of particulars with brief and support of square challenge and denial of subject matter jurisdiction by special appearance. All parties take notice the above named court is herewith praying timely for mandatory judicial notice, name of the document again, to the above named plaintiff Decatur Thorpe. This court is herein requiring that the bill of particulars be fully answered, responded to, and presented to the court in a timely manner specified below so that the court may ascertain the particular nature and cause of the accusations being made against the court. This demand for lawful bill of particulars is being made within the jurisdiction and venue of the above court and is proper according to the due process of law and is required in law. All questions herein made to the Decatur Thorpe must be answered true, correct, and you can go down. Was I
Sorry.
correct and complete? I'm 3 lines from the bottom. And not misleading and with full awareness the penalties for bearing false witness, failure to answer, plead, or otherwise perfect the record in law in response to the said questions will be deemed as estoppel by acquiescence and dishonor and abandonment of prosecution, case, bonds, etc. Preventing the sinners, because they're the sinners, right? I forgot to introduce them as the sinners. I got to do that at the top. After I say the city and county, I need to say hereinafter known as sinners. To lay evidence and prove in law before this honorable court and purported right or claim against the court and or Decatur Thorpe and any derivative thereof. The court is without sufficient knowledge as to the nature and cause of the purported accusations made and being made by the sinners in the matter so as to make an informed response and or pleading and or defense to the ongoing conspiracy and unlawful persecution and defamation of character and libel and slander and malicious prosecution and extortion and barratry and unjust enrichment and racketeering and ransom and man stealing and conspiracy under the color of law by the city, county, state in a foreign and strange venue of unknown and purported fictional foreign admiralty statutory secret draconian law, it appearing that the sinner's intent is to rush to judgment and to prosecute against the injured man using fictional entity Decatur Thorpe. Sinners are noticed that Decatur Thorpe and any derivative thereof is the proprietary right of injured man given of peers in cross-examination or after the it's their duties to the judge to judge the crimes as well as unconstitutional statutes of Baphomet. Decatur Matthew of the family Thorpe is a secured party and has perfected security interest and priority claim against Decatur Thorpe and or any derivative thereof. Take notice that failure to acknowledge the court by court's rightful Christian appellation, Decatur D. Daniel de Thorpe, from here on is prima facie evidence of malicious prosecution and unlawful conspiracy or unlawful criminal conspiracy and collusion intent and nature on the part of the sinners. The sinners must respond and answer these particular demands presented in the reasonable time of 10 days, as is usual and customary in due process of law. The sinners may take good faith written requests showing a bona fide need for more time than 10 days, with the sinners to respond within an additional time. Otherwise, failure to respond within 10 days from receipt of this notice shall result in estoppel by acquiescence of the sinners. Questions for the bill of particulars for the parties. 1. In case in numerous unrecognizable courts with the following numbers, those are the case numbers. They've given me 3 different ones so far. It's pretty crazy, huh? Hereinafter case and or cases.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay. What is the name and mailing location of the real party in interest? In case, what is the name and mailing location of the injured party? In case, what is the name and mailing location of any agent or real party of interest? In case, what is the...
I turned off the Wi-Fi on that computer in front of me so that it'll help this phone get better signal.
In case, what is the names and mailing locations of any agents for corpus delicti and the injured man? In case, has sinner determined who is the holder in due course of case? You guys know what that means. I'll expect some questions on that. In case, that means I bought the case because I have unlimited credit. In case, what is Decatur Thorpe? In case, is state of Nevada and or Nevada, state of and or Carson City, Nevada and or Carson, city of and or Carson City, a corporation?
They love the and/ors.
Next time I'm just going to say state of Nevada, yeah. But yeah, they do hate the and/ors.
They love it.
In case, is state of Nevada, hold on a minute.
I'm sorry.
A legal fiction. In case, is state of Nevada, go down. I'm at the top of that page now.
Oh, the top of this one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dealing only in fiction and only with legal fictions. In case, is state of Nevada a for-profit and gain corporation. In case, the state of Nevada, I'm on like 11 or 12, I think.
I only have 2 hands.
In case, what is the bonding agency for state of Nevada? In case, if state of Nevada is in fact a corporation, where's the public record?
Sorry.
13, I think I was at. Where's the public record of state of Nevada being registered? In case, is state of Nevada the same entity as Carson and city of Carson and all that? or or a for use for hire employee contract the same in case. Okay, in case is Nevada, state of Nevada, Carson City, city of Carson, the same entity. Or it's supposed to say, and does it use the same employees and contractees and agents as Nevada State? And are these same agents used as expert witnesses? And do they have privy relationships as well amongst one another? Which means it's conflict of interest.
Yeah.
They can't use an expert witness that's also a state employee. In case, does state of Nevada, you can go down, I'm on 14.
Sorry.
It's okay, I'll wait till you're done so I don't start reading and then we go, okay. In case, is state of Nevada or have a constitutional contract with the people of Nevada? In case is state of Nevada or Nevada, state of or Carson City a limited liability corporation. In case is state of Nevada a legal fiction entity, 14th Amendment person, artificial, commercial straw man, or juristic person created by the federal government. In case Nevada does state of Nevada have a privy relationship with Decatur? In case does state of Nevada have an aggregate relationship with Decatur? In case is Decatur a surety, liable party, or otherwise business partner of a state of Nevada and Carson? In case has Decatur entered into any contract with state of Nevada and or Carson, knowingly, willingly, and for certain and fair consideration that would controvert non-surety status of Decatur Thorpe? In case has the state of Nevada done a uniform commercial claim search to determine any prior claim on Decatur Thorpe or any derivative thereof? In case, who is the holder in due course of the de jure Wisconsin authenticated delayed birth registration of Decatur Matthew Thorpe? That's a good one. In case, does any agent or actor have or for state of Nevada believe Decatur Thorpe owes a debt? Shout out to Max Barber on Facebook. These three questions, 23, 24, and 25, come from him when I was a rookie a long time ago. In case, does any actor or agent for the state of Nevada that says yes to question 23 above believe that debt to be either post due and or said debt to be true? So, in case, does any actor or agent in the state of Nevada have a license to practice law, they will insert into the record to prove this fallacy to exist. In case, does any actor or agent for the state of Nevada hold private interest in contradiction to their public duty and service? And if so, can you prove beyond a reasonable doubt that there is an honorable man with clean hands and offer into evidence his complete list of assets in good faith? Or must I wish them from the Secretary of State? In case, does any actor or agent have an oath of office they can offer into evidence or a bond in good faith to make me feel better in being forced to contract against my will? In case, does either any actor or agent for state of Nevada hold an insurance policy for domestic terrorism because their agents injure men and women in pursuit of revenue generation and conspire against their oath or hold public interests that conflict with public duty? In case, does any actor or agent for the state of Nevada know it is lawful to disobey an unlawful order? In case, does any actor or agent for state of Nevada disagree that some... Now, you notice how all the other ones are, they have to say they disagree, right? But this one, I flipped the script on them, so they got to actually pay attention. You notice which one was I on?
30.
Yeah, disagree that sometimes they may be acting as agent, judge, magistrate, or prosecutor, district attorney for state of Nevada and Carson City, but at all times you are a man and woman and can be held accountable for your trespasses against me, my body, my persons, my heirs, my property, my biological property, my DNA, my trust, my estate, my rights, my liberties, my pursuit of happiness, my life, my unalienable God-given rights, which have been claimed upon Bexar County, Texas Republic, recorder, it should say, and as well as Carson City, real property indeed, Lodial title recorder, and is also available upon request. I have been conspired against while trying to enter it into evidence as well as presenting it to officers. In case, does any actor or agent for state of Nevada disagree that I am the true injured party in this Luciferian proceeding? In all of state of Nevada, is anyone who is not an agent, employee, judge of Carson City of holder in due course of lodial title with meets and bounds and land patent? They're not going to admit that. Only the judges get the fucking lodial title. You know what I'm saying? In case here and after, I should have took that out. That was supposed to only go in the first one, and I must have pasted it wrong. What is the name and place and owner of the land where this controversy takes place? Who do I sue? Because I'm getting fucked over on their land, you know? In case is place of controversy Nevada state or Nevada territory or state of Nevada and or Nevada, state of and or Carson City.
Yeah, they sure like to use, this isn't our fault. This is their fault. They like to use multiple names all the time and rearrange them and do weird stuff. The judges even change their names and stuff, right? You know what I mean?
As soon as you sue them, they'll just kill that name. A name's a name's a name. You can always kill it. I had 3 authenticated birth and death certificates in a law library in a federal courthouse one time, and this lawyer saw them. He said, "Oh, taking a trip, are you?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I got to do the DS4194 and the DS11." And I told him, I'm trying to authenticate these birth certificates so I can take the assets overseas that are associated with them. He said, "Yep, a name's a name's a name. You can always kill it." And he just smiled and walked off and patted me on the back on his way. So that's what lawyers say. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
In case Nevada is Nevada state under the control of state of Nevada and or Nevada. Oh, no, wait, that's not where I was. I was on 3. In case it's state of Nevada and Carson under the control of the United States. In case, what is the meets and bounds description of state of Nevada, Nevada state of, and or is the control of state of Nevada and or Nevada?
Or is it under the control of the people?
Right. I need to add that. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Keep going. We're on the bottom with this one.
Okay,
bring it all the way to the top. State of Carson City and our city of and or United States Inc. In case if answers to venue 5 is yes, where's the evidence that common people of any tribe, they're going to be mad about that, or state Nevada state contracted with state of Nevada and or Nevada state of and or Carson City, Nevada and or Carson, city of and or city of Carson and or United States to subject people of Nevada state to military control of state of Nevada and or blah 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 and or United States. In case is the venue of state of Nevada and or Nevada, state of blah 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 in equity. In case does the venue of blah 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 include Decatur Thorpe?
What? Somebody said, "See, this is why you guys fail." No, the reason why you fail is because you talk about failure. He says, you don't know the definitions and the words you're using. And who does know the definitions? You know what I say?
State. Yes, I know what state means.
If we're going to use a word, we're going to define it too. You can't lock us into your stupid, screwy definitions. We're not playing your games.
Yeah, I haven't put my list of definitions at the bottom.
Yeah.
At the end. Anyways,
yeah, dude. So
you gotta define
that's
all
what's
your
up.
words. So anyways, where was I at? 9
Tell me I don't know what words I'm using. Come on. That's wrong to bring to somebody else. That's all I'm saying.
We love you too.
You are one of us. So we're
all one.
We do this and we're like
we know what the words mean. We just gotta define them.
We have to put up with lots of crap.
I didn't know who that was.
What?
I didn't know who that was. Who is it that said that?
He's one of us. He said his name is You Are One of Us.
Oh, okay. No, you are one of us.
You're telling me how they work? Yeah, well, I'm telling you that I know the words of the definitions of the words I use, and if I don't, and if it's in question, I will define it, yo. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, thank you for your tip, though.
Yeah, much appreciated.
You're just reminding us to make sure we put our definitions at the end.
Yeah.
You know, it's all good criticism. Okay, in case, does 5th District Court sit in equity in state of Nevada and or Carson? Okay, we can go down to the bottom. Now it's jurisdiction questions. In case, where is the contract to establish personam and statutory jurisdiction of Fifth District Court? In case, if such contract exists in the jurisdiction, who is the creator of the trust? In case, if such a contract exists in jurisdiction, who is the trustee of the trust? In case, if such a contract exists in jurisdiction, who is the sestake beneficiary of the trust? In case, if such contracts exist, is contract consensual? In case, if such contract exists, is contract applicable? In case, if such contract exists, who has priority claim to title of contract? In case, if such contract exists, where was there full disclosure of contract? In case, if such contract exists, was there threat of force, coercion, duress, or threat of arms? In case, if such contract exists, was contract void of fraud and deception? In case, does any county attorney have power of attorney for Decatur Thorpe by proper procedure? In case, if answer to jurisdiction 11 is yes, has any county attorney applied for power of attorney for state of Nevada by proper procedure? In case, is Decatur Thorpe any county attorney acting in public policy? In case, upon what grounds does sinner assert subject matter jurisdiction? In case, what grounds does sinner assert personam and in rem? In case, does sinner assert bill of attainder, bill of pains and penalties against Decatur Thorpe? In case, upon what premises does sinner assert standing to sue against Decatur Thorpe, secured party of Decatur Thorpe? Ooh, that's got to be lower, the first one. Or any derivative thereof. It's my Christian, because that's what's on my UCC. Gotta look. In case, what is the enabling act and date for UCA? That's blank. I don't know what that's actually referring to. I must have pasted that from somewhere else.
Yeah, that was in the.
Oh, that's an EIN. It's represented an EIN.
Yeah, you would have a 9-8.
Yeah, mine would be a 9-8. It's of UCA. In case it's bound by United States Code. In case, what is the organic act that created Fifth Judicial Circuit Court and City of Carson and Carson City of and all these other ones? In case, what is the right of action of Nevada and or Carson? In case, what is the jurisdiction for the right of action of Nevada and Carson? In case, can Nevada and Carson possess a right? No, because they're corporations. In case, can any legal fiction possess a right? No. In case, can any legal fiction in case, can Decatur Thorpe as a secured party could possess a right?
Hell yeah!
In case, does sinners assert a lien right? In case, if the answer to right in action 7 is yes, what source does the lien right arise? In case, does sinner assert an equitable lien right? In case, if the answer to right of action number 9 is yes, what source does the equitable lien
Hold on. Let's take a second here. Someone says they can beat any court case. He just said any court case. So, first of all, I'm going to say something real quick about using words like any, always, never. Those are indicative of deception. Yo, any court case, huh? That's a bold claim.
Yeah, you should upload your documents and copycat them. You got documents we're willing to share. I'll let you copy any of my stuff.
I want to know how they can win any court case with such a corrupt POS government that we have. We have to really try to assert our rights if we're lucky to, not have everything. I
think that it's the same way it was when I was in the Navy in 2001. I remember catching the Navy SEALs in the forward galley having a secret conversation about how that they knew that there was a secret plot to overthrow the government, and they had to make an oath between them secretly that if it ever happened that they would recoup and take it back for the people. And that might get in trouble for even telling you
that. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know where we were, but you can't come with that claim. I could beat any court case. Okay, beat my murder case.
All right.
That's what's up. Beat my murder case, dude. Like, don't come here with that kind of crap. Because we know you're lying when you say any.
All right, so where were we at? All right, 10 is what I was at. In case if the answer to right of action 9 is yes, what source does a lien arise? In case does Nevada or Carson assert a lien right? In case if the answer of right to action is 11 is yes, does that lien right arise? In case the state of Nevada or Carson assert an equitable lien right? In case if the answer to right of action 13 is yes, what sort does it arise? In case do all parties possess statutory right of action? No.
Can I clarify something for you or one of us real quick? I mean, I get it that you're wanting some airtime here, but you beat 15 cases in the last 35 years. See, okay, here's
Who cares? I've saved 31 kids in the last 12 years from state custody and kept them with the family.
Yeah, and what I'm thinking,
I'm not even counting criminal.
What I'm thinking is I don't want to be fighting cases my whole life.
Right.
I want to tell them that I don't want to participate in their sham and their fraud.
And get it on the record finally so you don't have to do it ever again.
You know, I'm not trying to fight cases. I hate it. I don't want to do it.
We don't go around harming people. That's probably why we haven't had to have 30 of them.
We don't hurt people. I mean, I get it. You're trying to sling your knowledge or whatever. That's fine. You know, you can comment and stuff about it.
We were there too, man. We were hungry once. Shoot us a message.
Oh yeah, for real.
All right. So what? Okay, we already did all this.
Yeah, we still got to edit and.
Just a couple things. 17's a good one. In case if corporations have the same rights as people, why has one never been given the death penalty after killing, maiming, harming, injuring, molesting, trafficking, poisoning, disabling, or raping a man or woman?
Yeah, for real, because they do it every day.
In case, what is Carson cause of action? In case, what is a cause of action of Nevada?
You are one of us. I get it. I mean, you're selling it hard, man. But, like, this is my video. You know?
In case, can a legal fiction be injured and bleed or incarcerated be put to death? In case, is state of Nevada or Carson injured? In case, does sinners have standing to sue based on injury? Your document drive to people, why are you blowing a horn and whistling?
Yeah, man.
This isn't a competition. We're not.
I don't want claims. I don't want bold claims. I want links. I want links to evidence. Give me some paperwork. Anyway.
Yeah, look up Decatur Thorpe versus Federal District Court one time on Google, and you'll get about 3-4 pages. I'm on Pacer about 9 times, probably. In case, does Decatur Thorpe have any first-hand knowledge establishing probable cause? In case, without testimony of a real party in interest, does sinners establish a cause of action? In case, without cause of action, does sinners establish a right of action? In case, without a cause of action, does sinners establish a claim upon which relief can be granted? In case, does sinners disagree this is not a correct jurisdiction and or venue for one of we the people who can trace lineage back to the Mayflower Compact and or is a party to the Mayflower Compact and or that case should be dismissed just on fraud upon the court by the court's agents on that note alone?
You are one of us. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for all your input. The thing is, I understand. Yes, learning is great, but right now I'm making a video, and yeah, sure, okay, I'll go check it out. And I think I even know who you're talking about, but like, let us do this, man.
Yeah, we're trying to bring people up to our level and your level. So if you're already there, just sit back and put your feet up.
Why don't you make a video and point us to your video, man?
And
you know what I mean? Because that's what we're doing for everybody. And if you have the silver bullet or something and you can beat every case.
It's un-American to keep it.
You're rock star. Come on, man. Don't hide it from us.
In case.
Bust out with your live.
Right. All right, you ready?
Yep.
In case, did sinners follow and or allow pretrial due process? In case, did sinners exhaust all administrative remedies before bringing a case into tax-supported court? In case, does sinners impede commerce? In case, does sinners act in proper procedure and public policy? In case, if sinner confesses to violations 3, 4, and 5, does sinner agree to prosecution under those laws of commerce? In case, did the agents, actors, and officers, because you can't even sue them unless they agree. Did you know that? Allow injured man to access to a law library any of the 17 times injured man requested a pen and or paper and or request sheet and or grievance and or law library access to write a writ of habeas corpus.
That sounds cruel and unusual to me, actually. It sounds like you're getting at some stuff that might
I'm
be a
building
little
my case.
uncomfortable for them.
Exactly. I'm building stuff for my case and their case, and
Yeah,
they know that.
yeah.
In case and in uniform, is it lawful for someone to deny anyone due process of law or access to law books to
Which
seek remedy
Bible?
against
Hold
their
on. Sorry.
kidnapper?
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt you. You are one of us. Which Bible are you referring to? Riddle me that, and we'll continue. Are we at the conclusion
Yeah, we're
yet?
at the conclusion now.
All right.
The foregoing demand for a written bill of particulars is not construed as discovery, a traverse into any matter, an appearance in sinner's supported jurisdiction or venue, a waiver of any lawful rights, or in any way a motion or joinder to be referenced matter, or to any lawful tribunal, nor discovery to the merits of the matter. Failure by sinners to timely completely respond to this demand will be construed as unlawful act by sinner to willfully withhold full disclosure of the nature and cause of the purported accusation. Sinner is in
Situated? Or have already instituted?
instituting. I couldn't say it, my tongue was tied. For
I
have
know you read a
already
lot.
instituted in the referenced manner and will make it impossible under law for the court to meaningfully enter into the joinder of issues and sinners as regarded to the merits of sinners' accusations or purported indictments. Failure to provide a true, correct, and complete sworn bill of particulars shall be construed as a failure to prosecute, a request to dismiss, and constructive intent by the sinners and related co-sinners to enter noli proque by tacit procuration. Bill of particulars may not be employed as a means of compelling disclosure of an adversary's evidence, but it may be used in requiring and giving information relative to his case. Case law. A bill of particulars is distinguished from a discovery and inspection. A bill of particulars is not for the purpose of discovering evidence, nor to find what plaintiff knows, but what he claims. The cause of action that should be right there. The bill of particulars should not be made to perform of answered to a set of interrogatories or employed for the purpose of compelling a disclosure by the Commonwealth of all material evidence upon which it intends to rely for conviction. Dude, interrogatories almost tongue-tied me again there. A bill of particulars has an entirely different function from interrogatories. Having superior knowledge of the law and being fully informed by notice herein, the court must now be fully cognizant of the fact that a bill of particulars cannot be considered discovery within judicial parameters. Bill of particulars is intended to provide full and specific pertinent details, generally and brevity of said complaint, to inform me as to said matter, as to matters which will aid in my defense, allowing me to prepare a proper defense, therefore enabling me to answer the claim against me. A bill of particulars is of paramount importance. A bill of particulars is an account of the items of the claim and shows the manner in which they arose. It should be as full and specific as the nature of the case admits to respect all matters to which the adverse party ought to have information. A motion for a more definite statement requires pleader to state what the deficiencies or definitiveness. What?
I'll take it. Hold on.
Okay.
A motion for more definite statement requires pleader to state with definiteness what he first stated vaguely, even if simply and concisely, while purpose of bill of particulars is to enable the litigant to obtain from his adversary pertinent details of such adversary's claim or defense, as well as protect him against surprise and give notice of the real issues involved. The office of a bill of particulars is to give the adverse party information which the pleadings, by reason of their generality, do not give. A bill of particulars is not a part of indictment or information, nor an amendment thereto, and its sole office is to give the adverse party information which the pleadings, by reason of their generality, do not give. A bill of particulars respecting charges in indictment is appropriate if defendants desire to be informed as to matters which will aid them in their defense. A bill of particulars has the function of informing the defendant relative to the details of the plaintiff's case with a view of preparation, of proper pleading in reply, and of limiting the plaintiff's proof on trial, as well as of apprising the defendant what is proposed to be set up to the end that he may prepare a proper defense.
Hold on a second. I thought you were going to get tongue-tied and said plaintiff's proper pleading in reply.
The office of a bill of particulars is to restrict plaintiff at the trial and afford the defendant such information as may enable him to frame his defense. See, there's kind of a common theme going on here. We have to have these questions answered, darn it. Under procedural rules, a bill of particulars is in reality intended to make a complaint more definite and certain so as to enable defendant to answer the complaint. The purpose of a bill of particulars is to enable defendants to answer. Lacking the full and specific details necessary requested within the motion for bill of particulars hereby served to plaintiff, the defendant will be unable to prepare an intelligent and proper defense and in fact make it impossible for them to answer at all.
I need to change that word motion. It's not a motion.
Yeah, we don't move. Then we're not moving. We're rocks. It is necessary, in order to avoid an unfair surprise to the accused defendant, that the particulars of the claim being set up against the accused defendant are made more certain, definite, and specific. It is further necessary that the issue of standing be clarified and the particulars requested by the accused defendants, a reasonable man, in order that more precise information in regards to the requested particulars may be provided to the accused defendants to
determine.
I guess accused defendants, that jumped out of me because anyway, to determine plaintiff's precise, and these are like
I need to get rid of that defendants. You're right. I don't like defendant at all.
Well, no, it says
I pasted this bottom part in from somebody else's document because I liked the case law.
Yeah, they're accusing the defendants anyway. They're not actually defendants yet, but I would say co-plaintiffs, like you said.
That's what I want to switch it to, but this just got pasted in right before the video just to get some
or plaintiffs. Actually, they're the co-plaintiffs as far as I'm concerned because their claim comes after a living soul. You know what I mean?
I thought this video would be junk if it didn't have some case law. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. Anyway, the purpose of a bill of particulars is to enable an accused to avoid surprise. We don't want to have surprise part of my emphasis anyway. To enable him to prepare for trial. Bills are complementary procedural documents to make general terms in demand or defense more certain, definite, thereby clarifying and involving an issue of law and fact involved. Accordingly, rule for bill of particulars should be laid off on plaintiff or defendant when pleadings of either require amplification of general allegations in order to make them more precise and to avoid surprise at trial. The chief office of a bill of particulars is to simplify pleading, and I don't like that word pleading, but this is it's a case law. I don't like that word itself, and more minutely specify claim or defense setup. And another object is to prevent surprise on the trial by furnishing what information which a reasonable man would require respecting matters against which he is called upon to defend himself. The bill of particulars is to enable the litigant to obtain such. See, after a little bit, you start getting tongue twisted and stuff.
You want me to take over?
No, I'm good. I'll do it. But to obtain such pertinent details of adversary's claim or defense, as well as protect against surprise and give notice of the real issues tendered. Like, what's going on? Is there something going on in the background that they've been making money off of forever, and they need to disclose. Full disclosure needs to start happening. Anyway, a bill of particulars is not a pleading. Therefore, it is impossible for the demand for a bill of particulars to be a pleading, and accused is not made a plea by requesting a bill of particulars. Therefore, the accused defendant have not limited their future answer within a certain scope. Bill of particulars not a pleading. Under Ballinger's annotated codes. 4904, 4905, declaring that a pleading is a claim, demur, or a reply, and providing that a first pleading of a plaintiff is a complaint, a bill of particulars cannot be considered a pleading. Accused is unable to enter an answer or appear at trial before a bill of particulars is obtained from plaintiff, and it is possible to proceed until, oh yeah, we got a co-plaintiff, you know what I mean? But that's something that we can do. We can go through this document and we know where we need to change things and stuff, and that's why we don't just take carbon copy stuff and throw it at the judge and they say, oh, okay, what does this mean where you talked about this subject on page 15?
You can't even explain it.
Yeah, you can't get stuck in that. So we are all worth an investment of our learning of ourselves, and I think that we should all go to like talk to You Are One of Us and see exactly why he's being cryptic in his message and stuff, and why can't he just come out with it? If he wins every case, why can't he just like tell us a strategy? What's wrong? Why has it got to be a riddle and stuff?
He's living in fear and he's scared to share.
Yeah. Not stopping abortions makes me a sinner. That's what he says.
Well, I mean, what am I going to do? Start pushing people away from the door?
Yeah.
People want to worship Satan. You just get the hell away from them.
Yeah. You know what? You are one of us. I love you and everything, but you're really distracting from everything. You know what I mean? And I've given you multiple opportunities, you know, almost as many opportunities to do the right thing as Trump has given those assholes that took over the opportunity to do the right thing. You know what I mean? It's like that. Anyway, accused is unable to enter an answer or appear at trial before bill of particulars is obtained from plaintiff, and it is impossible to proceed until accused is fully advised by said bill of particulars. Bill of particulars, it is designed to aid the defendant in interposing the proper answer and preparing for trial by giving him detailed information regarding the cause and action stated in the complaint.
Act causing the definitions.
Yep. Cause of action, act causing injury. Yeah, these are accused specifically, but not exclusively, seeks to be fully informed as to what act causing injury or breach of contract is alleged, and to be precisely, specifically, and fully informed as to every fact which is necessary to establish, support, right, or obtain judgment, and what certain and specific power to enforce obligation plaintiff evokes. Accused defendant intends to and does exercise his God-given rights protected by the United States Constitution through the Bill of Rights, effective.
I need to take out.
Yeah, there's reference. You know, there's this is that other document that we were
pasted at the end to have some case law to go.
And there's one from Colorado as well. You know, and it can't hurt to have stuff. You know, it'll be adopted by whatever, you know, who cares? But like, we're telling them that their own rules.
It's common in states all over.
Their own rules are like they need explaining to do. So this accused defendant hereby and herein does demand to be informed by and through plaintiff's precise, specific, and full answers to the said motion for bill of particulars by and through plaintiff's full, complete, and necessary bill of particulars. Silence is a species of conduct and constitutes an implied representation of the existence of the state of facts in question. The estoppel is accordingly. Pepsi break.
Yeah, Pepsi break.
We don't drink Coke. We're too white. Sorry, I have to start that one over again. And I know, yeah, okay, here we go with the HEK and all the, you guys are drinking Pepsi. Oh my God, you're dead. You're going to die. You're dying. You must be dying if you're drinking Pepsi. Calm down. We only get to live this life once, you know? And
you guys drink a lot more Pepsi than we do. We're in the mountains.
Yeah, we really.
We can't go to the machine.
This is a luxury, like a rare, like, you know, a splurge and stuff. Anyway, silent is a species of conduct and constitutes an implied representation of the existence of the state facts in question. The estoppel is accordingly a species of estoppel by misrepresentation. When silence of such a character and under such circumstances that it would become a fraud upon the other party to permit the party who has kept silent to deny what his silence has induced the other to believe and act upon, it will operate as an estoppel. Silence can only be equated with fraud where there is a legal or moral duty to speak, or where an inquiry left unanswered would be intentionally misleading. This sort of deception will not be tolerated, and if this is the routine, it should be corrected immediately. Judicial notice is hereby given. The court shall take notice of the accused entitlement and right to a precise, specific, and definite bill of particulars as set up. It should be answers to the bill of particulars or something like that, as set up in the motion for same. The aforementioned presents stare decisis and is not subject to a reasonable dispute. Reasonably filed. Given under my own hand this day of February. Yep.
Then I gotta get
that's the end.
Service. So if you guys got any input and any things you think I forgot or anything you think we need.
Yeah, I don't know everything. I can't claim to be a know-it-all. I'm just learning like everybody else. And if you want to teach me, don't come in here like so prideful, man.
Yeah, you gotta seek counsel in many. That's why we do this. We don't think we're the smartest guy. The Bible says
it's only gay to drink
many.
a Pepsi. Oh yeah, I know. I think that I do that without even knowing it. And people probably think I'm gay or something, but I'm not. So
what'd you do? Had your hand up?
No, like when you drink something, you go like,
oh yeah. I guess I probably do that sometimes.
Pepsi. I do it subconsciously. Like what?
Maybe
it's
we
like
could just sit and drink Pepsi all day. Maybe they'll sponsor us.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think we're gonna wrap it up though.
I think we need some Cold Red Mountain Dew Pepsi. You guys should send it out.
Yeah, we got more. Right now we got more likes than we have views, and you guys probably see that down here. But viewers, I mean. So smash that like button if you haven't yet, and thank you for hanging out with us again. And
make sure you subscribe to Partially Woke and Freedom from Government and Amish Viking and Decatur D. Daniel Thorpe.
Yep, and visit freegator.org and visit freedomfromgovernment.org. Whew. All right. I guess that's it.
Stop drinking Coke.
Yeah. Unless you're not white enough, I guess. I don't know. It's this whole racist thing, man. It's turning into a joke.
Divide and conquer. It's just
joke.
a tactic.
It's a joke because
they don't want you to shake your brother's hand next door that's black and walk down the street together and yell at the cop.
They want us to hate. We don't want to hate. We want to love.
They don't want you to unite and stand together and protect these babies in this future of this country. They want you to be divided and hate each other. And
yeah.
Anyway.
We want peace.